Fuck you, Felix. Honestly, I recorded an entire video about T-Series surpassing you, and then you surpassed T-Series again. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm just going to upload this video anyway, because I worked kind of hard on it. So, yeah, anyway, whenever I say, like, that T-Series surpassed PewDiePie, just think of, like, the fact that T-Series got close to surpassing PewDiePie, or surpassed PewDiePie at one point, or whatever. But yeah, anyway, fuck you, Felix. I also just wanted to say that this isn't the funny type of video that I usually do. It's rather me just expressing my thoughts on this entire situation. And yeah, I also didn't write a script, so if it seems like I'm like not able to find the correct words or whatever, that's why. So yeah, anyway, enjoy. As you may or may not know, PewDiePie has lost his #1 spot on YouTube to a company called T-Series. The two have been like battling for the #1 spot for quite a while now, and they've been gaining the one spot intermittently. But it seems like T-Series has finally, just like everyone anticipated, surpassed PewDiePie to a point where it's very unlikely that PewDiePie will surpass T-Series again. And, well, I just wanted to ask, what does this mean for YouTube or whatever? And at face value, this may seem like nothing, right? PewDiePie is still making videos, nothing changed. Or at least, nothing has changed in an immediate sense. But when you look at it symbolically, I think that this may be a very, very, very big change, in the sense that the creator has been knocked off the throne and has been replaced by a faceless company. When you look at the start of YouTube, the only videos that were really available were just people filming stuff. Companies weren't really integrating into YouTube because there was nothing to integrate to. There was no one there, you know. So the trending page would be filled with just a guy at the zoo or whatever, you know. But that has changed over the last decade, or maybe not decade, but at least the last 7-8 years. More and more companies have been integrating into YouTube. We've been so scared of the finer immigration, but really it's the company immigration that has been doing the damage to me, because finers, even though they make shit content and whatever, they still are just people making content. To me, there's a way bigger enemy than people making shitty content, and that is companies not making but manufacturing content. When you look at the trending page of YouTube right now, I will guarantee you that most of the videos you see in the trending tab are either Vivo music videos or late night show clips or something, well, something else in that category. And that is not what YouTube is supposed to be, or not to me at least, or not to what most people would think. YouTube was a platform for the people that didn't have a voice and could get a voice by uploading videos. A lot of modern day artists actually got their start and their following from that pioneer stadium that YouTube once had. Think of Justin Bieber and my personal favorite artist, Bo Burnham. They both had a video that all of a sudden went viral, you know. And now you don't really see viral videos anymore. What I mean by that is that you don't see a channel that has literally no subscribers that all of a sudden that uploads a video and then all of a sudden gets 1 million views or whatever. You don't really see that often anymore. It happened in 2015, I think, with Bill Wirtz, his history of the entire world, I guess. But that was an event. Like, the fact that that happened, people were so, like, shook almost. Like, wow, another video of just a dude making something is actually on the trending tab. And sure, you still have videos that get 100 million views or whatever, don't get me wrong, but to me those aren't viral videos, because they're usually not just one person working on something and then posting it, expecting it to get close to no views, and then all of a sudden blowing up. That to me is a viral video, not a Vivo music video where there was an entire production team and directing team and whatever. That is not a viral video. You know, those are names, you know, those are things you're already familiar with that then blow up. Again, I guess. I also want to say that it's not like there are no YouTubers at all on YouTube anymore. Like, there's still some great new YouTubers coming up, but the difference now between like a couple, like 10 years ago maybe, is that I'm gonna take one of my favorite YouTubers at the moment, David Dobrik, and then take a YouTuber that was very big 10 years ago, and that I used to, or not 10 years ago, but maybe like 7 years ago, that I really used to watch a lot back then, Captain Sparkles. Now these two guys, they've both got 10 million subscribers or something around that number, but the big difference between these two dudes is the amount of views they get. Captain Sparkles maybe gets like 1% of views compared to his subscriptions, or subscribers rather, and David constantly gets a couple of million views on each video. And there is a very, 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 very big difference in their approach on making videos. David is constantly promoting himself, and I always like to say that people are promoting themselves more than they are moding, you know. They're saying that they made a video more than they actually made a video. And it's not authentic that way, but it is the way to survive on YouTube. David is constantly tweeting out when he makes a video. He's constantly making an Instagram story when he made a video. And Captain Sparkles kind of just makes videos, you know. He doesn't really, I don't know, sometimes maybe he'll say like he did a brand deal that he wants more people to see or whatever. But David is constantly grinding, and thing is with David as well, he makes funny videos, but he doesn't necessarily have a special talent or anything. But he's just really, really good at figuring out how to promote yourself, you know. It's like Coca-Cola, you know, they were never the best soda or whatever, but they had a master plan in promotion, and so they just blew up. So, making that analogy, you can kind of see that people have started turning themselves into brands, you know. Names have started to turn into brands in a literal sense with Vivo channels. It says Justin Bieber Vivo, but it's like 10% Justin and 90% is just an entire team. Or yeah, not even a team. It would be an understatement to call it a team. It's like maybe a 1,000 people behind the entire channel. It's crazy. Now you may ask yourself, like, what does this have to do with a YouTuber losing his #1 spot to a company? And that is the fact that YouTubers have already kind of transformed themselves or morphed into companies themselves, promoting their videos as if they were products. It's just not authentic anymore. I could keep rambling on about like clickbait and how people slowly started finding out that they could ever so slightly bend the views to their will, and what of an impact that had over like actually making genuine content and just producing content for views or whatever. But that's not really what this video is about. I don't want to stray too far away from my original topic, so I'm just going to leave this video with this conclusion. We lost, to put it simply. We lost. This platform was supposed to be the voice of the people, and it was that for 4 years, maybe. I also want to mention that, like, this is not me being a crybaby, like, oh, I make these videos and I only get 100 views. I'm actually super happy that I have 100 subscribers. Like, that for me is already super cool, that like I've made 100 people subscribe to my channel, that 100 people would take the time to actually sit and listen to my songs or whatever. To me, that is already like super cool. But I'm actually more worried for creators, and especially small creators in general. This was supposed to be like a place where anyone could get seen, and it was that. And then eventually there was actually a formula to how to get seen, and then were those people that used the formula correctly that got seen, and then it was people that only like made an effort to get seen and wanted to get seen and were actually seen, and not just someone that made something for other people's entertainments, if that makes sense. It's just that content has been diminished. It's been reduced. It's been put aside to make way for gaining views. Sorry, the camera died for this last bit, so I'm going to record the rest on my phone, so the lighting is a bit different or whatever. Yeah, anyway, for some reason I don't seem to be able to abbreviate my conclusion on the situation into a couple sentences. But that might be because I don't really know what this means either. It's just scary that the fact that a platform that was made especially for just random people making stuff got taken over by companies, Hollywood actors, and, well, music industry. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. What am I even talking about? I want to end this video on a funny note or whatever, because this is so depressing and I don't usually make videos like this. But next week is going to be a way funnier video. I don't even know if I'm looking at the right thingy, because it looks like that's the camera right there, but there's also like a little thingy above it that also looks like the camera, but I'm just going to look down there. Anyway, next week is going to be funny. I'm going to upload a funny song that I wrote. Actually, it was written for this week, so it's going to be finished. It's going to be good, and yeah. Let's see what's funny. Don't do school, stay in drugs. Not my quote, but I think it's really funny. So there you go.
Summer blues, winter tan, boy, I fall quick. When I text you, you ignore me, that's when I call quits. People suck, friends are the worst. How you sharing something I was showing you first? David in the future and he put it on shirts. Funky like the downbeat, wicked like a tall tee. Quickie then I'm back soft, sleepy like the max off. Was in the room but wasn't really fucking with it. Chuckling about nothing, bitch, I love being fake.